Hello, my name is Zombie878 and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this YouTube video, I will be making a AI that chases and follows you just like the Poppy Playtime one or any other one in a map where the killer chases you. Just gonna spawn this in and the AI is chasing me as you can see. So let's get started with this tutorial. Okay, so first we want to get a AI. So we'll just go to circuits, scroll right over, get a spawner component. Now I already got one, so I won't. Just go ahead and configure it to be AI. The skeleton swashbuckler seems to follow you the best. So I just use that. You can increase or decrease the move speed of your AI if you want. So if you want it to be faster or slower, you can. Or make it go maybe a little slower. And you want to have the combat and automatically engage when finding targets. And you want to also give it a certain tag. I gave mine the tag guide. I'll just give mine a new tag called AI. Just add that tag. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to copy the floor that is below the AI right now. So this floor, and we're going to copy it up just like I have it here. Now, obviously, if you already have a map, you're going to have your map up here. This is going to be your map. So you're going to want to copy your map down here, place the AI down here, and you want to get rid of any walls or obstructions that could cause the AI to not follow someone in the map above. After you get the AI, you want to detach the object board by going into it and detach it into attachment mode. And now that we're up here, let's get started. So we are going to spawn a button, the spawner AI. And since we only want to spawn one AI, we are going to need to, yeah, since we only want to spawn one AI when someone joins the game, we're going to get a bool variable, boolean variable. And we're actually going to place two of these right here. One is going to be true and one is going to be false. Are they named the same thing? They're not named the same thing. Make sure that they're named the same thing. You can just go ahead and copy the other one and it'll be named the same. Okay, now that they're named the same, you want to change one to true. So when I press this button and it spawns AI, well, first we want to get an if chip too because we wanted to go do an if to check if the AI is spawned. So let's get an if chip right here. Now when you press it, we're going to connect it to here and it is going to start out false, which means when we press this, it's going to go to the else of the if chip. So we're going to connect that to spawn. So at first it's going to be false and it's going to spawn an AI. Then we're going to have it when it spawns, we're actually going to change this to true. So I'm going to go ahead and click this one time. It's going to spawn AI. This changes to true. And I can click this as many times as I want, but it's only going to keep one AI down here, as you can see. And to reset it, we're going to just get a event receiver. And we're going to have it reset on the room reset. So whenever the room resets, this will become false again. And now when everyone leaves the room or the room resets somehow, then you can spawn another AI. Now that we got that out the way, let's move some of these chips. We're going to spawn the AI we're going to use. You can use any AI. I'm going to use this generic Rec Room character that I downloaded from the store that you can customize. Um, Not the Rec Room person. Yeah, basic Rec person. We're gonna use him. Maybe he's scary to you. Maybe he's not scary. Maybe we just need to turn off some lights and it'll be scary. We're gonna go ahead and center him a little bit. Make sure that he's looking straight at you. Make sure that he's straight. And there we go. Now that we got our AI, we're going to give him a tag. Make sure all your parts are merged together. And we're going to give him a tag. The tag can be anything. I'm going to give him the tag of AI AI person. Yeah, there we go. AI person. Gonna go ahead and add that tag. Okay, so first we want to get a from rec room object tag. So from rec should come right up from rec room object and connect it right here. This makes it so when the AI spawns, because this won't be the AI, you need this to turn the rec room object into an AI. And the AI output will come out here. So we're going to get this. We're also going to spawn a respawn chip. And we're also going to make sure that our Rec Room AI person up here can be modified with circuits. We're going to turn off the res effects, which is that orange effect when people spawn in. And we're going to spawn in a Rec Room get first with tag. Gonna spawn in this one and the second one. The first one will be the tag up here. So AI person. And the second one will be the AI down there. So I gave him the tag of AI, so I'll put that in there. And it's not showing anything now because he ain't spawned, but once he spawns, this will change the skeleton swashbuckler. Now that we got that, what we want to respawn is this. So we're going to put the AI person in the target. Gonna get a 30 hertz a second event receiver. We're not going to connect it right now because it's going to make that air sound where it keeps beeping, because we don't got no position or rotation connected. We're going to update this 30 hertz a second. And now the position that we want the AI person to spawn is right up here on this map. So that is why we have this. We are going to get the position of our AI. So get a position chip. And just place it anywhere. Place another get position up here for later. So we're going to get the position of the skeleton swashbuckler that spawns down there. We're going to get a vector create. Vector 3 create. And we're also going to get a add chip. Add. Okay, so this is how we're going to get the AI to spawn up here. We're going to get the position of the AI, and we're going to add a number to Y, and the Y just makes it so he spawns further up from the AI. And you have to test this out for yourself to find out the best one. But since I was already messing around with this, I think a good number for this map is a 9.5. I'm pretty sure that's right. And you want to put this vector into the position. So now when the AI spawns, he should spawn up here with us as well. The rotation is going to be different though. The rotation is going to be the AI. So get the position of the AI. Get the position of the AI person too. So we need quite a lot of get position chips. And we're going to want a subtraction chip. And what we're going to do is we are going to subtract the AI's position from the position of the maker pin object up here. Oh, I forgot one chip. We're not getting the AI's position. We're going to get the uh, target of the AI's position. So you want to get a AI. Where is it? Get target. Yeah, you want an AI get target, and we're getting the position of the target the AI is looking at. So if the AI is targeting me, for example, then my position is going to be in here, and you want to take the position of me, and you want to subtract it from the position from this person so he knows which way to look. So you want to get the position of the AI person and place it up here, and that will be the rotation. And now if I connect this, it's going to make one beat because nothing's happening right now. But if I go ahead and press this button, he should go ahead and follow me, I guess. Oh, you know why he's not following me? I need a AI set line of sight perimeters. You see, because I'm all the way up here, the AI can't see me, so I'm gonna have to set the AI's line of sight. Pretty tall so it can see me all the way up here. Require line of sight for targeting. You can turn that to false. Connect this to the AI down here. You're going to want to connect this to object spawned. You're going to want the vision type to be a circle. And you want to change the vision range and the hearing range to a big number. You might want it to change based on what you're using it for, but I'm just going to change it to 1,000 so I can easily show you that it follows you. And now if I do this, do I need to, no. And now if I press this, the AI should follow me, but there's a problem. The AI is not right side up, and that's a problem. So let's go ahead and fix that. So the reason our AI isn't right side up is because it's kind of spawned in weird. You see that I had to move it around with the rotation to kind of get it to look straight, and it might be a little weird. So what I like to do is I like to get a little cube to put inside of the AI. Because if you put a small cube inside the AI that no one can see, it shouldn't really bother anyone. Plus, the cube spawns in a good way. So I could actually just put the cube in here. And besides of giving this maker pin object the tag of AI person, we're going to give that tag to the cube inside of it. So once you get the cube inside of it, we're going to give it the tag of AI person instead. And we're going to get a clamp gizmo, because if we don't get a clamp, then the cube is going to be the only one that moves and not the maker pin object you want to move. So let's get a clamp. The golden part of the clamp is going to be this maker pin object, and the cube is going to be connected to the bottom of the maker pin object. And now if I go ahead and press this, why is it acting? Oh, you know why it's not doing it? It's because I forgot to give it can modify with circuit. Make sure that you give everything can modify with circuit, because that's it can mess things up. That update really messed with my mind, because now I gotta modify everything with the circuit now to actually get it to move. So now it should work once he actually sees me. And it's, oh. And now you see he's following me. And if I press this again, it's not going to spawn anymore. And it seems the height's a bit small, but that's completely okay. But if you enjoyed the tutorial, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.